I know it will take a bit to get a season 2. You gotta let the manga be far enough ahead, you gotta give a proper schedule so the production will remain high quality. But even if it takes years, I need a season 2, because this was, without a doubt, one of my favorite rom-coms I've ever seen, and I might go as far to say, might be my new favorite anime couple between Marine and Gojo, and even though they didn't officially get together by the end, I think that I Love You scene was the perfect way to kind of overall represent what the show has to offer, as we've had multiple moments between both characters showcasing that their heart wants the other. And even though I think sometimes when it comes to shows like these, where, the idea will they, won't they, you get annoyed. You get just a little like, maybe I should drop it, because it's been 12 episodes, 24 episodes, 100 chapters, and the characters still aren't together. But I don't feel that with this. And I think the big reason is because of two things. One, showcasing both on the male and female's perspective that they without a doubt love the other. Even if maybe Gojo hasn't said the words "I love you" out loud, he said other remarks that very much indicate that he thinks that she is his world. The idea of saying that she was beautiful and things like that. We know how much that word means to him, so at this point we can honestly argue they both have kind of said "I love you" just in two different ways, even if they both weren't completely awake and aware when things happened like that. And the second reason that I don't feel betrayed that by episode 12 they're still not together is the fact that there's no drama. That every time there's been a potential point introducing new female characters, oh my god, Gojo has self-doubt and he's running away from her, they within a matter of minutes resolve it. That even if another character may have feelings for Gojo, Gojo clearly loves Marine, and he's not going to be like, oh, someone else is saying it first, so, he's going to get confused and ultimately betray her or something like that. No. Because the author was confident enough in writing two genuine, realistic characters who are enthralled by their passion and love the fact that the other is so interested in their passion. Rather than having forced drama, we naturally build a relationship that feels genuine that can withstand the test of time. So leaving an episode where they're talking on the phone and basically they're just falling asleep together, the idea of her saying "I love you" and then just kind of being like, what was even the point, because of course he's sleeping. Those words will be said face to face someday. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Unlike a lot of these shows where you're 95% confident that the main female in a rom-com will end up quote-unquote winning because, you have 3 or 4 other personalities and then the fans pick their favorite personality, they ship who with who, and then ultimately, fan shipping wars begin. Here with My Dressed Up Darling, it's not a matter of who he'll end up with, it's just a matter of when, and it could take multiple seasons, it could take a hell of a long time. All we know is they're honestly unofficially dating as it stands. And you don't leave feeling betrayed like we needed a kiss or we need anything else. Honestly, the "I love you" means far more in my opinion. We come off of the most fan servicey sexual episode of last week, while also simultaneously progressing these two's honest feelings coming out full bloom. And this episode was fantastic. I'm a sucker for festival episodes. I think they're some of the best ways to end a show like this. The idea of going with the person you clearly care the most about, seeing the fireworks and experiencing the culture with, the amazing get-ups and the food and things like that. Having a character like Marine buy literally everyone out of their stock. It's just amazing to see, but I think one of my favorite parts about what they did with this episode is they didn't just go with the flow. Rather, they used the fireworks in some of the best ways I've seen with this type of situation. Gojo goes from admitting that, when this used to happen, he would just view it as a distraction outside because he would always stay in his room. He had no interest in seeing the fireworks, but now that he has someone he wants to experience things with, it now becomes this beautiful thing. And as the sky's lighting up, he looks to his left, and instead of focusing on the fireworks, he's now focusing on her. And of course, you get the cute and goofy scene of her sticking out her tongue because now it's blue from basically like a slushie. But the idea that it just represents how much he cares about her now, that the thing that he used to find a distraction, he wants to experience with when it comes to her, but then immediately that beautiful thing is just a distraction again because now the thing he wants to focus on is of course her. And then you end the episode with her saying "I love you." Just everything about it just feels like these two are perfect together, and the fact that if you really go back from the beginning all the way to episode 12, there is so many what should be cliches in terms of forced drama, forced conflict, and the wedge issues. And every single episode, they didn't use it as a cliffhanger. They used it for like a cliffhanger mid-episode and then immediately resolved it. That's what makes this show fantastic. Incredible production, of course. Visual, background, character design, animation. Look at the movie they're watching, that horror movie. The Sakuga in that didn't need to be that good, but of course they went all out with it. I think out of everything we've seen in this anime as well, in terms of like, we've had the manga, we've had the animes. Now the fact that we had a horror movie, it's kind of sad that we didn't get to see like other things, whether it would have been, I don't know, maybe a storybook, whether it was a video game, whether it was just general TV. Because the way they go all out is just, it's incredible to see the extra passion. And I can only imagine that like they just had such a good production schedule for this that they just gave animators time to further flesh out those smaller details, not because they had to, but because it just had a good production, because otherwise there's no reason to make the anime within the anime, or the manga within the anime, or the horror movie on Netflix within the anime to look and be animated or stylized that good that it feels genuine for the world while simultaneously being a high quality production. This show is a great representation of what anime adaptations should look like, and I really, really hope this isn't going to be a one-hit wonder in terms of the rom-com genre. I need more series to adapt their manga with this much care, because this team at Cloverworks absolutely nailed it. You have incredible characters from side cast to main cast, while simultaneously just immediately wanting you to root for him. You don't look at Gojo as this weak, wimpy kid who, it's like, how the hell did he get the beautiful girl? The dude's a genuinely good person. And that's what people look for more than anything else. And if people aren't looking for a good personality above all else, they're not a good person to be with. And ultimately, the fact that he's just an average guy with this incredible personality, and even though people will put Marine on this pedestal in the general world because she is this model and she is a super hot person that everyone's going to worship, Gojo treats her as a person who values her as a personality first and foremost, who she is deep down inside rather than just how she looks. And that's what makes a goddamn relationship pop, and that's why they both are so attracted to each other. Not for superficial reasons, but because of that genuine connection, and that's why this show's fantastic. Twitter can get outrage as much as they want. The internet can get outrage as much as they want. But the reason this show connected for so many isn't just because of the lewd scenes, it's because the character writing is that damn good. Of course, it's sad that this is the last time for now that I'll get to talk about My Dress Up Darling, but I'm pretty sure someday we'll see more, and until then, I look forward to seeing what other anime goodies are going to be coming out in the coming seasons. But let me know your thoughts, either on the last episode, the anime as a whole. You gonna go check out the manga now that the anime has concluded? Let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new around here. Till next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.